Hello, and welcome to another edition of Capper Comparison Picks. I am your host, Range, and today I'll be giving you Capper Comparison Picks for UFC 274. Some more prelim fights, because there's like 9 of them, or something like that. But anyway, be sure to check out the videos I've done earlier throughout the week. Monday I covered one main card fight, accidentally, because the order was messed up, and 2 prelims. And yesterday I covered 3. Well, actually, I think Francisco Trinaldo. No, I think that's still prelim, but I've done 6 fights up to this point, and we're moving right along my order that Tapology set over on Sunday. I think it's changed a little bit now, but be sure to check out the videos I did Monday and Tuesday, okay guys? And we're moving up the card. I do believe these are still all prelim fights, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to call this more prelim fights for UFC 274. So, we're going to start this show off with the heavyweight fight between Flagoy Ivanov, Baga, taking on Rogerio de Lima, Pazao. I think that's his name. Pazao, his nickname. Blagoy Ivanov comes in as the slight favorite, minus 155. He's got a professional record of 18-4. He's been on pretty much a 2-year layoff, just shy of 2 years. I think it's like a year and 11 and a half months or something. That's been a while since he's had a fight. De Lima's been very active in that time, though. Okay, but Flagoy Ivanov, he started his pro career way back 2007, where he went through, he's been in fights in Bellator, then he was in World Series of Fighting, which then changed their name, and they're now known as PFL. He does have a fight in PFL, and then after that, one fight, it was like World Series of Fighting's got like 4 or 5 fights. He was there with the name change. Went to PFL, had like one, maybe 2, I don't know off the top of my head, fight in PFL, and then the rest UFC. So let's discuss his last 5. Even though it's almost like 2 years ago, we're still going to discuss it. He's coming off back-to-back losses, but they're both decision losses, split decision losses, and they're both against good heavyweights. Most recently, he lost to split decision to Augusto Sakai. Prior to that, he lost to the Black Beast Derek Lewis, split decision. So that's in both those fights, a judge had picked him. Okay. Prior to that, he beat Tai Tuivasa. Shoeys. no Shoeys done that night, huh, Tai? But and prior to that, he beat. And that was a unanimous decision, by the way. He beat Ben Rothwell, unanimous decision. And in his UFC debut back in 2018, he did take a loss to Junior Dos Santos. JDS beat him by unanimous decision. The dude has never been knocked out. He's got extreme durability. I mean, I know you've all heard it. It's like beating a dead horse now or stabbing him in the chest. Because that's what happened. He did get stabbed in the chest, survived. I mean, how much more durable can you be? He's like getting stabbed in the, I heard it was in the heart too, but I don't believe it's in the heart. If he got stabbed in the heart, he'd be dead. But he did get stabbed in the chest. You can see his scar actually, and I guess in one of his Tapology pictures or something, you could actually see the scar. He will have 2 inches here on Rogerio de Lima. He was training, he's from Bulgaria, and he's got, he's expert at combat sambo. He was in a lot of world tournaments. He actually beat Fedor, I can't say his last name right now, Emil Emelenkov, or he beat Fedor in combat sambo tournament, and that was when Fedor was unbeatable. That was back in the day, you know. But the dude, Blagoy Ivanov, the Bulgarian here, does have combo sambo excellence. Not just history and background, but He was champion in combat sambo. He on Tapology it says he's training out of AKA. That's not true. He's actually been training out of Extreme Couture. So over in Vegas. So Tapology, come on, fix your stuff, get with it. Okay, let's talk about his underdog opponent here, Marcos Rogerio de Lima. These guys, by the way, very close in age. Ivanov is 35. De Lima is 36. Heavyweights, though, you can fight right up into through the you can fight up to 40 something. I mean, Francisco Trinaldo thinks you can do that at a welterweight. So hey, more power to you. Okay, what? Marcos Rogerio de Lima, Pazao. He's training out of ATT, American Top Team, in Coconut Creek, Florida. He's Brazilian. He's got, despite having the 2-inch height deficit, he does have a 2-inch reach advantage, which is just a little awkward to me, but whatever. De Lima made his pro debut in 2009, his UFC debut in 2014. So he doesn't have as much pro experience as Blagoy Ivanov, but he's been more active. That's why he's got more fights. And he's got a little bit more UFC experience because he came to the UFC in 2014. Blagoy didn't come in until 2018. Before that, he was the PFL guy. So take that for what you will. Pazeo, we're just going to say Rogerio de Lima, is coming off a great win over Ben Rothwell in 32 seconds of round 1. Shocked me. I had Ben Rothwell, and I was confident in him too. But no, Rogerio de Lima came out 32 seconds of round 1. Nice, straight, clean jab. Straight punch right to Rothwell's face and just rocked him. Got him against the cage and continued with the punches. Flurry of punches beat him. Prior to that, he beat Maurice Green, the crochet boss, by unanimous decision. Prior to that, he lost to Alexander Romanov by forearm choke in round 1. Prior to that, he beat Ben Sosoli by punches round 1. The dude can strike, De Lima, he can. And he took a loss to Stefan Struve by arm triangle in round 2 before that. Now, Pazeo is the better striker here. De Lima he can box, he can strike, he can hit. And you'd think he'd be decent on the ground because he's Brazilian. But really, he's not, man. I've watched his fights, and he's got poor takedown defense and very slow get-up game. Like, he kind of like a turtle on his shell. You know, it's hard to, once he's on his back, it's hard for him to get up. But that's the case to a lot of heavyweights. They're just bigger guys. But anyway, poor get-up game and poor takedown defense here for De Lima. But he does have the advantage in striking. However, Ivanov, Bulgarian, combat sambo, does have plenty of submission victories in his resume. I think, on the ground, he will be the better fighter here. But let's see what the cappers have to say in this one, starting with the favorite in Ivanov. We've got, what's going on? Bleed MMA in the house. Bleed taking Ivanov. Then we've got my boy Leighton from UFC Gambling Addicts. I saw him last night on the live stream with Johnny K Picks and Cody from Blood Money MMA Bets. Leighton was active in the chat, and this is after I posted the video, went to the bar, came back to the hotel, so I was typing away too. I was a little bit, rambly with my words, but I wasn't drunk, I was just a little tipsy, okay? But anyway, Leighton, he's also on the side of Ivanov, Blagoy, Baga, Then we've got both the Fight Night Pick brothers, Matt and Craig Allen, both in agreement there, taking Ivanov. And we've got the MMA Prediction Guru, not to be confused with the one with the beanie. And he's saying a submission round 2 for Ivanov. And finally, he thought I forgot about him. He was all nervous. Oh, I guess I'm not one of your feature cappers this week. Boo, boo, boo. But yeah, I didn't forget about you, boy. Dev the dude and Sell the red. Dev, come on. I still got like 6 fights after this to cover, after these ones to cover. So there's plenty of time to use you. Don't get nerved up and nervous. I had like two videos you weren't featured, so you're like, oh my god. Don't worry about it, because here he is. And Dev and Sel are the contrarian picks here. Dev, the dude. And he's saying knockout round 1 for Marcos Rogerio de Lima. And Sell the red. Sell also taking de Lima. Didn't say method, but Dev thinks de Lima is going to knock out Baga in round 1. He's not, Dev. I mean, good on you for that. I'm sure that's going to be big plus money, and I think you're doing it because of recency bias, because of the knockout over Ben Rothwell, which I don't blame you, dude. I don't blame you. Who would have thought he was going to knock out Ben Rothwell? I think that might have been the first time Rothwell's been knocked out. But I don't know. This guy, Blagoy Ivanov, is very durable. He got stabbed in the chest, Dev. He got stabbed in the chest, and he's still fighting. Still fighting. MMA, mixed martial arts, fighting. It's not like, I'd be happy just to survive, and now he's gonna come back to fight? Man, maybe you should just, if I got stabbed in the chest, I'm a little bit older than both these guys. I'm a lot older, actually. I'm 10 years on both them. But, so anyway, I'm just saying, the dude's durable. I don't know if, I know de Lima, but I predict what's going to happen here, buddy. I predict Baga, Blagoy Ivanov, is going to get this to the ground using his combat sambo techniques. And I told you, de Lima's got poor takedown defense, very slow get-up game. It's going to get to the ground. Ivanov, he might submit him. He might just control him. But the fight's going to go to the ground, and that's where de Lima's got a big hole in his game when it gets to the ground. So that's why I'm going to go with the capper majority here and taking the favorite of Ivanov. I do see where Dev is coming from, though, bro. De Lima's got good striking, good kicks, too. He can kick that guy. And he was the first person to, I think, I could be wrong with that stat, but I think he may be the first person to knock out Ben Rothwell. I would imagine he's the first person to do it in 32 seconds, I'll tell you that. But anyway, I'm going to take Ivanov here to get the decision victory, 3 rounds. Ivanov, he can do it. De Lima, he'll go the distance as well. I think he is pretty durable though, so I don't think it's gonna. Ooh, the over's at plus 120. That's interesting. I might have to play that because I do think it's gonna go to the. But you know what? Notice the prediction guru. He's a shark. He's smart. Saying submission for round 1, and he does realize de Lima, despite being Brazilian, I don't know if he's got the submission defense. But he's training at American Top Team, so you'd imagine he'd be working on that, I would say. I think it's going to go to decision. It's going to be sloppy, not going to be very entertaining to watch. It'll have its high points and stuff, but it's going to go to the ground, and that's where it's going to get slowed right down. And that's where tip him back, go to the microwave, make some popcorn, take a leak, I'm not going to, but some people do that. I will watch the boring carpet, like the wet carpet method of covering all over the Lima and watch Flagoy Ivanov get a boring decision by controlling every round of that fight. Moving on. Next, we've got, it's a raw dog. Fuck the law, dog. Brandon Royval taking on Matt Danger Schnell. All right, Brandon Royval, raw dog. What a name! I guess there's a story to it. You can find a YouTube video. I didn't. I wanted to, but I just didn't have time. I'm a busy guy, you know. But anyway, raw dog. I guess it's something happened on the regional scene. There was a bet, and they're like, "I bet you won't say raw dog," but now they did, and now it sticks. Brandon Royval, raw dog. Brandon, he's coming in as a pretty sizable favorite. He's minus 235. The line did move a little bit in Royval like direction if you're betting Royval, because I had it written down originally as minus 255. So now a little bit of better return if you're going to put your money on him or put him in a parlay against Matt Danger Schnell. Danger is my middle name. 15-6 Matt Schnell. So Brandon Royval 13-6. So Matt Schnell, a little bit more experience there, couple more fights, same amount of losses. Interesting. But here he is at plus 200 plus money. Plus 200. It did move a little bit wrong direction. It was plus 205 on BetOnline. It's now presently plus 200. So double your money if you're on the Schnell side. But be careful because he is dangerous. Well, if you're backing him, it's dangerous for your wallet. I'm just saying. But let's talk about let's talk about Brandon Royval. Brandon Royval, 13-6, trains out of Factory X Muay Thai. He's going to come in here with a slight 1-inch height and half-inch reach advantage, so no advantage there. It's the same. If it's like an inch or half an inch, that's just say same height, same reach. He is a slight bit younger. He's 29. Schnell just barely on the wrong side of 30 at 32. Brandon Royval's coming off a split decision win against Rogerio Bontorin. Prior to that, he has a loss to the Cannibal, Alexander Pantoja. Alexander Pantoja managed to get a rear naked choke in round 2 over him, but Alexander Pantoja is top 10. He's a fantastic fighter. Before that, he lost to Brandon Moreno. Shoulder, he had a separated shoulder in round 1, and Moreno, though, took clean advantage of that and got the victory round 1 due to that shoulder injury. Before that, he got a smooth guillotine over Kaikar, France, don't blink, round 2. And he got a arm triangle victory prior to that against Tim Elliott, also round 2. So last 5 for Brandon Royval, 3-2, not bad considering the 2 people he did lose to are killers, Alexander Pantoja and Brandon Moreno. Matt Schnell, also coming off a loss, but common opponent, Rogerio Bontorin. So Bontorin, if you were to ask him who's going to win this fight, I'm sure he's going to pick Brandon Royval because he beat Schnell by unanimous decision. He lost to Royval by split decision. He'd probably tell you he got robbed. I would too if I was. I don't know. I don't think he did, but I would say it if I was the fighter that lost. But Matt Schnell does have a nice split decision win over Tyson Nam before that, and he also another common opponent, Alexander Pantoja. But instead of rear naked choking him in round 2 like he did to Royval, he knocked him out in round 1. Yeah, Matt Schnell, dangerous to put your money on Matt Schnell because a lot of his shit ends quick. He did manage to have 2 nice wins before that, also in round 1, and they were both by triangle choke. He beat Jordan Espinosa triangle choke and Luis Smoka, the veteran, by triangle choke as well, both in round 1. A lot of his fights do end quickly, but he has gone to decision a couple times. Bontarine, Nam, and plus more people on his 21 fight resume. Matt Schnell does train at American Top Team. They've been kind of on and off with, some fighters from there have been winning, but a lot of fighters have been losing too from America. So they do have an extensive list of fighters, a fleet of them. So I don't know who Matt Schnell, I didn't check his Instagram or anything, so I don't know who he's been training with specifically, and there's just too many fighters to mention coming out of that gym at American Top Team. So let's see what the cappers have to say in this flyweight fight, where both these guys have the ability and skills to take out the other one and do it within quick fashion. Look at over 2.5 plus money. The under is where the bookies also think it's gonna go under the 2.5 at -145. I would even see if the fight to start round 2, I want to see what that is, because I don't know if it's going to start round 2. This might end quickly. It might end in round 1. Just saying. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, maybe. I don't know. So let's go with what cappers are picking. Starting with the favorite, we've got MMA Prediction Guru, and he's saying TKO for Royval. Oh, surprise! Round 1. Who knew? Surprise, surprise. Then we've got both the Fight Night Pick brothers, Matt and Craig Allen, siding with Royval. Leighton from UFC, Gambling Addicts, taking Royval. Dev. See, now Dev is saying by decision. However, his partner on the show, Cell, is saying Royval by submission. I like it, Cell. Plus money. I think by submission, Royval by submission would be plus money. I didn't check those prop odds, but I bet you it probably is. And finally, to finish it off, Bleed MMA is on the side of Raw Dog. Fuck the law, dog. Taking Brandon Royval, making this a full capper consensus. I think Nora went to bed already. It's kind of getting late. Yeah, she's gone. She's upstairs. So, if you guys don't know, a full capper consensus is when all the handicappers pick one side, and of course on this side they're all taking the favorite, the -235 favorite in Raw Dog Brandon Royval. Here's some good luck pearls for your bettors. I guess you want to probably throw Brandon Royval in a couple parlays. Hopefully he doesn't mess up on you like Andre Feely. Possibilities there though, because Danger Schnell is dangerous both ways. If you have money on him or against him, be careful. My pick here on Tapology and for this 3-leg parlay I'm making for the show is going to be Brandon Royval. However, otherwise I am not prop betting this fight because I'm not going to underestimate Matt Danger Schnell. I might even, if it's plus 200 or better come fight night, I might even throw a little bit of hedge bet just cause. But my pick will be Royval. I think he's gonna, I'm gonna say within distance, inside the distance. I don't know if that becomes plus money, but gun to head, if I had to make a prop bet, like make a bet that just wasn't regular money line, I would probably go within distance because I don't know if it's going to be submission. He does have nice smooth guillotines, or TKO, where he's also been known to knock people out as well. So Schnell though, Schnell could do the same. He's very he's very well rounded as well. He has good grappling, good submissions, decent, good striking. He's got it all, but Brandon Royval, I think, has the more aggression. Cardio, I don't know, but Royval, I think, is the wilder fighter, and I just see him winning this. I think he might edge him out just a little bit in certain areas. So my pick is Brandon Royval within distance, but hedge bet the plus money, 200 plus 200 on Schnell. If it stays there, or even if it goes, if the line moves back on the Royval side, and that goes like anything over 200, like 210 or 205, whatever. 200 or better, I'm gonna bet a hedge bet on Schnell. Okay, finally, moving on. Next, we have the featherweight showdown between featherweight. You don't see that much. Female featherweight fight between Macy Chiasson and Norma, the immortal Norma Dumont, holding down that number one contender spot for featherweight division. And with featherweight division, I think it's like 4 girls. Amanda Nunes is the acting champ, but she's too busy trying to get her belt back at 135 bantamweight. So right now, there's really not an active competing champion at featherweight. But if there was, closest thing to it right now would probably be Norma Dumont. She's been holding down number one contender spot for quite a bit now. So, and especially who retired? Felicia Spencer retired. I think she was dabbling at 145. Norma Dumont did drop down to bantamweight, I think, for like a fight maybe against, I think the Ashley Evans Smith fight, like a few fights ago. I think that she did drop down to 135, but she's been a mainstay at 145, one of the rare. I really think there's only like 3 or 4 girls in at 145. That Megan Anderson or Megan Anderson maybe, and Macy Chiasson. I don't know. Interesting enough, but we'll see what happens. What happens after this fight? Who do these girls fight next? It's not going to be Amanda Nunes. She's gearing up for that, retake that championship belt bantamweight. So interesting what's going to happen. So let's talk about the favorite in Norma, immortal Norma Dumont. She comes in at that's actually minus 220. I don't know why I wrote 30. It was minus 230, but it dropped a little bit. Minus 220 favorite. Chiasson was a plus 190. She is now plus 185 on Bet Online right before filming this. Okay. Dumont, 7 and only 1 loss in her pro career. She's coming off a win against Aspen Ladd. Unanimous decision. That's the one where Aspen Ladd's boyfriend / trainer / coach, whatever, was yelling at her, "What are you doing?" It was embarrassing. It was embarrassing to see that. It was cringe, you know. What are you doing, Gap? Oh, it's horrible. Then Norma Dumont did beat Felicia Spencer. Prior to that is the win against a split decision, by the way, split decision against Felicia Spencer. So it wasn't like dominant victory. Then she had a unanimous decision against Ashley Evans Smith, and that's the fight. I think she dropped down 10 pounds, went down to bantamweight. She had a UFC debut where she lost to Megan. I think it might be Megan. I don't know. Megan Anderson, the Australian. And that was a right cross in round 1. That was Norma Dumont's UFC debut. Before that, she was fighting out of Chuto, Brazil, where she beat Mariana Moraes, majority decision. So she's 4-1 in her last 5, not bad. I guess Tapology said she trains out of the Gordon fight team. That is in Brazil, but I do want to think that I listened to one of these cappers. Somebody said that she's been training out of the U.S. as of lately. I was driving, so I didn't want to have to go back on my phone. So I do think she's training somewhere in the United States now, though. Check out her Instagram. Maybe there'll be a sign on the wall in one of her pictures where she's posing. something. Maybe there's clues there to be had if you check the Instagram. But I don't know. I think Norma Dumont is training out of the United States now. The thing was on Tapology, you can't. I don't think you can open up Gordon Fight Team. I don't like. It's not clickable. But let's see what she's facing here in Macy Chiasson. Macy Chiasson fighting out of Fortis MMA. That's Dallas, Texas. That's for sure. She has got a 4-inch height advantage and a 5-inch reach advantage, and just not even an age advantage. They're both 30s, 30, 31, no age difference there. But the height and reach do go in favor of Macy Chiasson. But she towers over pretty much everybody I think she might be right now she might be the tallest girl, tallest fighter, female fighter in the UFC right now. I don't know, I'm pulling that stat right out of my ass, but I do think she may be. I know she seems like she's always got the height advantage over everybody. Anyway, she's coming off a loss to Raquel Pennington. Height didn't matter there, did it now? Raquel Pennington got her. I remember that fight, and I remember I put money on Raquel. Thank gosh she got the guillotine in round 2. Before that, she beat the retired gym teacher, Marion Renault, unanimous decision. Before that, she beat Shanna Young, who's coming off her first UFC victory last week, upsetting... I forget who she beat last week, but I remember... Gina Mazzani, the Shanamo, that's right. Took her out in round 2. Good on you, Shanna Young. Macy Chiasson beat Shanna Young, unanimous decision. Prior to that, she has a loss to Lena Landsberg, unanimous decision. Before that, she has ground and pound, round 2 over Sarah Moraes. And Gina Mazzani's name appears again where she got beat. Round 1, punches by Macy Chiasson. So, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 in her last 6. If you want to cut that down, you say 3 and 2 in her last 5. I just had to throw that Gina Mazzani fight in there just because I feel so salty about picking her, and I knew it. I knew her cardio sucked. Deep inside, I knew Shanna Young was going to beat her, but whatever. Anyway, let's see what the cappers have to say in this interesting featherweight fight that, doesn't happen all the time, featherweights. God bless them. Winston, can you move a little bit? Whatever. So, taking the favorite, we've got Dev and Cell, both on Norma, the immortal Dumont. Then jump over here. We've got UFC Gambling Addicts. His reasoning is because she looks like the female Machine Gun Kelly, MGK. Female MGK. I love the comparison. And you're bingo. Nailed it. On the nose. Lay, you're the man. You called it. She does. She's like the female version of MGK. I don't think she can rap, but anyway. Lay in is taking the Macy Chiasson side. Then we've got Bleed MMA taking Norma Dumont to get it done here. Then we've got the MMA prediction guru going with the much taller Macy Chiasson, and he is saying Chiasson should get a TKO round 2. He is not that impressed with Norma Dumont. And finally, for the tiebreaker, we've got Fight Night Pick Brothers, Matt and Craig Allen. Oh, hear the Mongolian throat. Yeah, I forgot how Mongolian throat singing. Weird. Both the Fight Night Pick Brothers with the tiebreaker, giving the edge to Norma Dumont. The -220 favorite. That line is ridiculously stupid wide, especially for a female fight. That should be close. Macy Chiasson. This is gonna be actually low-key a good fight in my opinion. I'm gonna be watching every minute of it. I enjoy female fights. A lot of people are like, oh, female fights are stupid, but yeah. But you know what? I enjoy them. I like Invicta. I do. I like fighting. I like seeing mano a mano. I like seeing people go head to head and have a showdown, throwdown. So my pick here, I am not confident at all. I'm still on the fence about it, but I kind of want to go with the plus money. I am a plus money junkie. I'm addicted to that plus money. So I take the opportunity when I can. I like Macy Chiasson. I like her height. I like the reach. I like the cardio. I've seen her cardio fade off, but I've seen Norma Dumont's cardio fade as well. I'm just gonna go for the Fortis MMA product and take Macy Chiasson. As of right now, like I said, it's kind of a coin flip to me, but when it's real close coin flip fight, go with the value. Plus money. So I'm going to take Chiasson to get it done by a decision victory here. And there you have it. So to recap, time check. Time check. Let's see where we're at. I'm a little bit over. I've been going a little long on these lately. The one I did in the hotel last night, 50 minutes. I apologize for that one. But anyway, to recap, I've got Blagoy Ivanov beating Marcos Rogerio de Lima by decision. I think they're both durable enough to last the whole fight, and Ivanov is going to control it when it goes to the ground. Then I've got the raw dog, Brandon Royval, to get it done over match. Now, within distance, not sure if it's going to be submission or TKO, but I think it's going to happen fast. I bet the violence on this. Take the under if you're going to take the total. However, because I don't know the side, not confident with the side, I will. If he's still at plus 200 on fight day, I will throw a hedge bet on Schnell as he's getting prepared in the back. And finally, I'm going to take Macy Chiasson, using her height and reach and hopefully her cardio too. It's going to, in a very close fight against Norma Dumont, edging out a decision. Might even go split decision. Might even, it's female fight, might even be a robbery in there. I don't have no idea, but I will take the plus money on that. When in doubt, plus money. When in doubt, take the value if you're a degen like me and you're gonna throw a gamble on it anyway. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna parlay Ivanov, Royval, and Chiasson. Throw that in a 3-leg parlay right after I'm done filming this. And then I'll make the prop bets as they approach the ring right before the fight starts. So thanks for watching. Give me that like. Fill the comments with who you think is going to win these fights. And stay tuned tomorrow where I think I do enter into the main card. So thanks for watching. Good luck on your bets. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.